Okay, good afternoon. It is 12:12 and 33 seconds, and I believe it's the 9th. I'll just double check this. I like double checking, being pedantic with things, and as you all know now, fact checking and sticking with facts and facts only, and we'll have no more of these fiction bulldust lies. Yes, it's the 9th, and it's a Tuesday, 2026, the Solar, Jaguar, Emperor, 4-T, the Sanctuary, Pursuit, Golden Truth, and good afternoon, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. And this secular, natural, birthright leadership. And trust me on this note, I've recalibrated, I've readjusted for any faults in my processing everything. And it comes up, whichever way you want to do it, the ending is always the same. No matter what astrology you want to go into, whether I'm the child of the word, the Nile in Egyptian, and now the Inca, the Puma, and many, many other things with that Inca too, and the Mayan, the solar white wizard, and the scorpion, and the wood dragon, and the royal star Antares. Much energy flows in. I use that at my disposal, don't I? Simple as that, isn't it? Now you guys have to, and it's a must, to wake up on who I truly am. Because it's not going to happen again for billions and billions and billions of years. And that's if it does happen ever again. Not in my form anyway. And my spirituality and all that. And the stardust making it and putting us all together. No, it's not going to happen for quite some timelessness. The circular profile fits the profile. Simple as that. It's simple. As I said, I keep things basic, but now use waking the populace up, as you said last reprogramming. I don't like using that word use. Okay, the populace. I'll have to get used to calling you just lovelies or beautifuls, whatever. But we'll have to get off that sheeple stuff. So the masses. I only speak to the masses, and which is the main flock or the main tribe. Because we're all the tribe, all the big tribe now on Mother Planet Gaia, the goddess Gaia, and we're all connected, and some are connected more than others. As I said, I use my gifts to connect with everything, the universe, and throughout the planets, and that's why you have those ley lines, grid lines, and the patterns. And that is why I use everything at my disposal to get this up and running. It's been up and running for some time, but I want the results have got to be better than what they are. Resurgence. Big resurgence, isn't it? In a progressional productivity so we can have progress. Now, by my command, there is no more the preferences by my command, are taken away from the voting system. There'll be no more preferences. And there will only be primary votes. Primary votes only. So that means the populace and make it a lot fairer. Because the jig is up. Okay? It's as simple as that. I expose all these creatures, monsters and demons, and I know it's hard for you to grasp and to comprehendo, but you're going to have to comprehendo now because you are seeing it with your own eyes, as I have seen it. And I expose a whole lot of them and I depose them, which is happening now. As I said, there'll be no more preference voting. There'll only be primary voting. And I tell you, the AEC, the Australian Electoral Commission, has got a lot to answer for too. They've been infiltrated and corrupted. As I said, we'll have to put all our organisational skills back together to rebuild this foundation up rock by rock. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting there now saying how. Well, it's not a matter of how, because you've got an emperor sitting before you, which has many, many powers, as I said, at my disposal. And that's through bridging the spiritual, physical and material worlds together, bridging that gap. And that's why the indigenous races and all over the world that this bad evilness tried to destroy. Well, it hasn't obviously worked, because a few of us have gotten through, and the cosmic universe and the Most High, God, works in mysterious ways. And I also work in mysterious ways. And it's a lot to do with your supernatural forces at play. Now, there's a lot crossing over now. Now, when I was born, I think there was 312,000 worldwide born on my day. Now, there exists 240,000 born on my correct day. Now, obviously, I'm going to use those people because they're all Scorpions and they're born on the 18th, and 1 in 8 is 9. As I said, my strategy, well, I'm not going to let everyone know what the strategy is at the moment, but it's going to be for the greater good of humankind, put it that way. As I say, we're all earthlings, we're all the human race, there is no racism, and this dark evilness has created the divide. Most of this, if you track it back in origins of words and so forth, mainly happened in the 1500s when they started twisting and taking words out of the context, what they truly meant, and started using it for their own evil gains with their fiction laws and fiction government. Everything's fiction, everything's synthetic. And it's nothing to do, I'm the super anus. Nothing to do, don't get confused. There is confusion. We'll get rid of that confusion and misunderstanding with that other thing happening at the moment with that sovereign citizen. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. They're just fighting the system within the system, and they're not going to do anything because they're already a part of the system. You need to destroy that systematic evilness. And as I said, it's vast. It's in many networks. And most of you are quite happily sitting back and complying with all that evilness because it's very hard to change because you've been brainwashed. And as I said, this is not your fault because you're not in the knowing. Once you're in the knowing, that's all there is to know. And we're in the now and present. And I bring you up as gently as I possibly can and sit here on my device and my resources to bring you up on the Godspeed. Because, as I said, what's that? That's 700 years of generations being blindfolded. As I said, you're throwing away that blindfold and you're sitting before me, and there's a reason why you're sitting before me. Call it a resistance, whatever. But it's not, because it's a natural flow of everything. It's how it's supposed to naturally flow. They're the ones that are resisting our golden truth. Can you see how it all works now? They've been resisting our golden truth and our golden ways and the golden light. And my beacon of the golden light as the 11, I sit here illuminating the path of righteousness for everyone to jump, climb on board and walk the walk and talk the talk. It's simple, isn't it? And it's the golden truth. And as I said, the golden truth, it's eventually going to break through. It's going to break through. And don't worry about me, because I'm so strong, full of confidence, and I know exactly what to do, because we've done it before through the house of Jew Short over in Bretagne, back in France. That's why we've done the law and order and so forth. And then, as I said, this evilness has come along and squashed and tried to destroy all the indigenous races all over the mother planet Gaia, because we're connected to Mother Goddess Gaia. And that's with the Aboriginals here, the Maoris over there. I love the Tongans, and all through the South Pacific Islands. I went to Tonga actually on HMO's Vampire. And the Samoans, Tahitians, Hawaiians, over in Walla, where I met the chief, and that's what it is. We're chiefs. Nothing to do with super owners, just means above, and chief, who's actually in charge. And as I said, it is not your fault, so don't feel down and depressed about anything, because I am here to lift you up into that higher vibration frequency and higher enlightenment with your higher collectiveness and consciousness. And I do my very, very best to my capabilities and abilities to do this. Help, assist and supporting you guys. And we get our order out of chaos and we correct it. As I say, the 11, illuminating the path of righteousness. 22, the master builder. And the 33, master teacher. The mastery of everything. As I said, I just know what to do and I just do it. But my main concern now is waking up you guys out of this slumber of, darkness. They put you guys in the darkness. So you just got to find that inner spark and create the bigger light again, and we get over the line and we destroy this evilness, because they'll eventually dissolve and decay. When you don't give them any time of day or night, they'll go away, they'll disappear. And they'll be goody for everyone, won't it? Okay, let's do the cards. As I said, I hope I explain and you can decipher and decode everything I say. Because it's not hard. As I said, I try and keep it simple and to the basics. And that's why we go back to the basics. This idiotic, PM at the moment, I don't have to say names, I'll just say the PM, thinks it's great just to do mass immigration and put a strain on all the infrastructure. And then, the health system's going to collapse. Well, you're a pelican. He's a pelican. Or more like an ostrich. He sticks his head in the sand and that's where it stays. He doesn't see the bigger picture. And it's not his fault either, because his ancestral spirit would be lucky to be 1 or 2 generations. If he can see, and if he can see that paper trail with his ancestors. Okay, and it's common sense. My ancestral spirits go back 150, 180 generations. And it's both lines. It's mother of the mother of the mother of the mother, the father of the father of the father of the father. And of course, you go back to the originals, which is the original blood lineage, which they infiltrated and stole off us. And then they turn things around and say, oh, this is evil and that's evil. They're the evil ones. Don't believe their lies. And this is starting to wake up now because the amount of bull dust they're saying, as I said, if you want to fix the problem with the health system, you start educating the populace that's already here. Us Australia for Australians. Start re-educating properly. They've been dumbing you down, and of course you're going to have shortage of everyone. Australia should be the most, educated people in the world. And that's going back to your basics again, English, science, maths. Knowing your maths times table up to 12 times. English. Everything in English. Know how to running right again. I don't know how many people can run and write. I can run and write. I don't know when they will exempt that from the educational curriculum. As I said, they're dumbing you guys down and debunking things. And that other thing when they just blank things out with the black text. Come on. Come on. Wake up, guys. Wake up, guys. We only got, really, I know it's timelessness, but it's my aging body that grows old. And then all that wisdom and knowledge will be lost. Unless we leave this legacy of waking you guys up and sorting this whole big evil mess out. And you know they're critters, creatures, monsters and demons and performing satanic rituals. And I am who I am, the Solar Jaguar Emperor. Before you guys to awake, rise and shine, because it's the greatest mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable, and awake, rise and shine, abracadabra. So we get this ball rolling down the hill, so you won't be able to stop that ball from rolling down the hill. And we're getting momentum. I know we're getting momentum. I see the synchronicities all over there. I know One Nation, I'm 1,000,000% behind One Nation because she's been there 30 years and I've been here 30 years. Just makes sense to me. Anyone that puts in an effort and has resilience over 30 years, well, it's saying something, isn't it? Most people will go and crawl under a rock and stay there. It's bull dust to me. I'll lift that rock and throw it away and throw it on top of that evilness. That's what I do. Because we are strong. Integrity, honour, faith, hope, and your charity. Anyway, there's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of grievances out there too, isn't there? Misconceptions. But it's definitely incomprehensible what this evilness has done for the last 700 years. And that is my wish to wake all of yous up, all of yous. Get 1 billion, get 2 billion, 3 billion people behind me on YouTube. That's why I'll be unstoppable in the timelessness, intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchanting the masses, awakening you guys out of your slumber. And don't think it's not easier doing what they're doing of his now because it'll just get worse. Stay in this and trapped in this with the chain of ball around your ankle, and the ones that wish to stay there, I don't care. You've got free will. You can be a free man anytime. And as I said, you climb on board my destiny number 11 from the messenger, and I illuminating the path of righteousness for you guys to jump on. And yeah, we go on for the ride, and it's a jolly good ride. Yes. Patience. Got to have plenty of patience. Patience is a virtue. Your virtues. Okay, what do we have with the Fairies Oracle cards? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. We'll do the 2 cards because the duality, one can be for the male and one for the feminine. Masculinity. Or femicility. Secular. And stand your ground. Okay, so use your intuition. Trust. Trust is a big thing, and this is why the PM has got no trust, because all the treachery and all dishonest things he's doing. Got to have honour and integrity and love. And as you know, the unconditional divine love flows out there to each and every one of you through my heart chakra. And as I say, when I know what to do, it flows into my crown chakra, because all my receptors, they're all open and receiving. That's why I see a lot of things, and through me, Puma. I've got the Puma now, P-U-M-A. I think all this has come to light anyway in the past with, I think you had P-U-M-A shoes, didn't you? Puma. So you've seen it. It's been a slow process. It's all been before your eyes. And the Jaguar. Not too sure if they got Jaguar shoes, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Jaguar clothing before. Yep, Jaguar and the Scorpion and the Wood Dragon. You've all seen these symbols everywhere. Symbolisms are everywhere. And the synchronicities are happening left, right and centre now. And as you balance and centre and ground yourselves, and with your bare feet on the bare ground of Mother Goddess Gaia. And say affirmations. And your prayers. The powers that be are very, very strong. The supernatural is very, very strong. As I say, and it's all strong. All that energy, you're not going to, as I said, it's unstoppable. Okay? Energy transforms. We're in that transitional transformation stage. And this is why I sit before you as a circular profile of the natural born leader. And as I say, I've done my calculations over and over and over and over, and the ending's always the same. I am here to lead you guys out of this chaos and anarchy, which they've done over 700 years. Awake, rise and shine. Just done a third one because acts of kindness too. All right, so trust your intuition. Okay, the card meaning, trust your intuition. It is safe for you to follow your heart's guidance. You know deep down what to do. Simple, so even the fairies are communicating. Perhaps a gut feeling is tugging at you like a seeing eye dog, and inner voice has been screaming at you, or you've had dreams charged with profound emotions and symbolism lately. By drawing this card, you're being urged to pay careful attention to these various forms of intuition. Now is not the time to ignore these messages or procrastinate. Trust is inner wisdom. Trust. Your inner wisdom, just as you would if it came from a respected teacher. Know that you aren't imagining the guidance. Its powerful and repetitive voice is a sign that you are truly getting clear and trustworthy messages that are worth following. The Master Teacher, 33. Come on, guys, it's all in front of you. It's in front of you. I trust and follow my feelings and thoughts without question or delay. Delaying things can hold it all up. Don't delay anything and don't hesitate. He who hesitates Bad, 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 bad. You got to just do it. Just do it. Okay? Your greatest mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable, awake, arise, to shine, abracadabra. Awakeys, awakeys, awakeys. Trust stand your ground, which I've been saying in my last programs, because it's all about refreshing your memories, remembering, re-educating, reprogramming, that this evilness has just done bad things to you, mentally, physically, and materially. Because that's why it all goes back to the 1980s. Remember that Wall Street when greed is good. No, it's not good. It's not good at all. See, they brainwash you. Some movies aren't too bad, like The Matrix. The Matrix hits it on point, doesn't it? Working with numbers and so forth, the 11, 22, 33. Okay, the triangle of enlightenment. And 1, my personality number is 1. And my heart's desire is 1. Natural born leader. See, it all works. The ending's always the same. It's unstoppable. Stand your ground. The fairies ask you to make decisions based upon your honest feelings. Stick to these decisions and don't allow outside influences to cause you to waver. And that's what I mean. There's a lot of noise out there. Stick with the golden truth. You stick with the golden truth and stick with the golden truth, and there is no turning back. It becomes a turning point. And there's going to be massive transformations, because I am capable of making big things happen. It's what a 22 does. And it's our realm and our reality. Big reality check on a lot of people, because I fact check all my profile. And as I say, it's a big green tick. And as you say, it's a green flag or a green light. Everything's green about it. Go forward. We forge ahead. When you're really honest with yourself, you know what your desires are. Yet other people may be pressuring you to portray your true feelings. Don't. Toxic people, get away from them. Cast out all that toxicity. This card signifies your original decision is valid. Stand your ground. Fairies communicating. This card signifies that your original decision is valid and that you mustn't let outside influences sway you. While it's always wise to listen to the counsel of others, don't allow your own needs to be compromised. Don't be afraid to tell others how you feel. You'll probably find that when you speak your truth, new solutions become apparent that allow for win-win situations. And that's what we're in. We're in a win-win situation. And it's not a coincidence, because it's an incident. Incidents happening all left, right and centre, and the possibilities are endless. You'll probably find that when you speak your truth, new solutions become apparent. They allow for win-win situations. As soon as others are aware of your true desires, that's you guys and girls, they will help you find a way to manifest them without compromising their own needs. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, everyone will feel happier as a result. Even more important, your self-confidence will increase as you take care of yourself, and others will respect you for standing your ground. I speak my truth and powerfully and lovingly. I trust in my strong feelings and stand my ground in following in them. Follow your feelings. Stand your ground. Trust your intuition and kindness. Acts of kindness. See how it all flows. It all flows naturally. Naturally. All part of nature. And as I say, nature corrects itself. Practice kindness in your thoughts. And deeds today toward yourself, other people, animals, and the environment, and watch the rewards that come your way. Rewards. We often refer to kindness as thoughtfulness, yet kindness is more correctly described as lovefulness. By drawing this card, the fairies hand you the wonderful assignment of looking for opportunities to be kind today. This may mean undercover kindness, in which you do anonymous good deeds, or it could mean being extra alert for strangers who could use a helpful hand or a thoughtful word. Kindness can also entail letting someone else win the argument of volunteering for a cause you truly believe in. As I say, if you don't agree with what they're saying, just walk away from them. Walk away. By paying attention to the implications on every thought and action, you begin to develop a kindness habit. Your new energy of kindness attracts new loving friends into your sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E. As you practice kindness towards animals, plants, and the environment in general, you develop a closer relationship with nature. Most important, when you are particularly kind toward yourself by thinking about yourself compassionately, and by taking time out for yourself, you are rewarded with a deep sense of inner satisfaction and peace. I am kind and thoughtful and loving to myself and others. The Fairy Oracle cards. Communicating. Also in there, everything happens mysteriously, doesn't it? Mysteriously and materialising. And that's why this New Wealth Order, well, it hasn't got a chance against the Golden Truth, has it? On how everything is supposed to play out naturally through nature and the cosmic universe and the Most High. The Most High. Powerful, powerful forces at play now. This evilness hasn't got a hope in hell. Because even Lucifer is up here on this plane, our reality and our realm, looking for those, well, the badness, the evilness that signed those contracts with Lucifer. And Lucifer is up here and claiming them souls, spirits back and taking them back with him to Hades through the fire and brimstone. If it even goes, don't know what's on the other side. I don't want to know what's on the other side of the fire and brimstone. And that's up to the fallen angel Lucifer to take care of all that evilness that escaped him. So I'm only here looking after the good men and the good women. And whoever wants to jump on board, because it's never too late. It's never too late. And as I say with my secular profile, leadership, skills, here to enlighten the masses and wake us all up to the golden truth and get out of all that bull dust, that the fiction. Got to get away from it all. And we create our, well, it's a brave, courageous, new beginnings, new mother planet, well, goddess Gaia. As I said, we are part of the planetary system, and we are connected to all those planets. And as I say to you guys, Pluto, life, death, rebirth, transformation, reformation and restoration. We're restoring everything to how it should be, the correct natural flow of things. And then Mars, the planet of action, the planet of action. That's why art of war. Very, very strong energies flowing into me from planet Mars. And then the royal star Antares. And then Jupiter, the big red planet, Okay? Exploration. Expanding. And exploring new technologies, bringing new technologies into our grids. And we forge ahead in leaps and bounds. Pretty simple, what is it? Simplistic. Remember those ish words I spoke to the other day too? Being English, Scottish, Irish, Danish, Australianish. One big huge tribe. Big responsibility, isn't it, as a chief? Look after the tribe and protect the tribe. And they're safe. Safe as houses. Not safe as houses now with the crisis and the evilness, purposely pushing house prices up through their wealth. So it's out of your grasp to own a house now. Millions of dollars to own a house. How the hell did they do this? Hey, we shouldn't even have got this far. We should have been jumping up and down. And if you want true protests, have protests about the housing prices and protest against the government in general. And trust me, that military and all those forces have got the crown on their sleeves. They have that choice as free will on that true crown. They're serving the crown. Well, the Prince of Darkness, you might as well say, without their knowledge. Once they start looking at things and looking at the big picture, they'll go to the right crown, which is the Most High's crown, the God's crown, and me as a messenger down here through our crown. Okay, the chakra crown. And this is why they wear the crowns and that on their sleeves. Reason, purpose for everything. Meaning and purpose. And once those synchronicities, as I say, you protest, all those forces will connect up with the protesters and march with the protesters. As soon as they see their evil ways, chariot. Because we're pulling back the reins. And by my command. You golden, true, natural born leader. Simplistic, and they're self-explanatory. As I said, I've done all the hard work. I've done all the researching. That's why there's not one that can come after me. Oh, and the Empress. Oh, and death, transformation. And then we have the devil. The devil is here to collect his contracts that this evilness have signed with him eons ago. As I say, he will not touch good men or good women. He's well protected, and as I say, the full armour of God. You've got the full armour of God on now because you've listened to my instructions and directions. Okay, he's here for his reason, meaning and purpose to collect all these bad ones, all these creatures and monsters and demons. They're not going to be able to hide from the devil as we cannot hide from the Most High. The Most High is watching and observing. Trust me on that. Because it's God's plan, God's glory, and God's kingdom. Okay? A messenger down here. Destiny number 11. Illuminating the path of righteousness. Never too late to change. Climb on board. We'll go to the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate. You cannot change one's destiny or one's fate. That's why I say you go with the flow. Pure golden light of the golden truth. Self-explanatory. Inevitable fate. Ups and downs and unpredictable. It's all predictable now. As I say, you've got these 4 celestial beings flying around with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Great things are going to happen because I am capable of making big things happen. Master number 22. 11, 22, 33. The triangle of enlightenment. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Okay, the Chariot. That was a 10 number which goes to 1. That was a yes card. Yes. Everything I do today is yes. We got 4 yeses and 2 no's. So it's just gliding along very nicely. 7. Said the number 7 yesterday, didn't I? Yesterday doesn't exist. Come on, guys. Get with the program. Movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, and departure and courage, bravery, willpower and control, confidence, integrity. Honour is established through ancestry. My hope is in God. The Chariot. Pulling back the reins where they should be. And I am exactly where I should be, and you are here for that exact reason. Universe and God works in mysterious ways, and I work in mysterious ways also. That's how it all goes. And we spring into action. Actualise it, have gratitude, appreciation, intent, pulse, receptivity and enchanting, because it's the greatest mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible and unavoidable. Wakies, rise and shine. Abracadabra. Ace of Pentacles. Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. And as I say, when I reprogram you guys, and you've all been reprogramming, as you hear in my frequency on the 33 now, and refreshing one's remembering, and with your collectiveness and consciousness, higher selves, we squash the evilness. Because if this evilness, and I say it's not all, it's some within those government departments and organisations and corporations, but it's up to now to the good men in place in those areas to report the bad ones so we can hold them accountable for their bad, evil, insidious, horrible things and actions and stuff that they've done on humanity. It needs to cease immediately. Stop it now. And we go forward. We forge ahead with prosperity. Once we deal with all that evil mess, we go forward with righteousness. New career or financial opportunity, new venture and prosperity. And then we get the lovely Empress. Death card is part of Scorpio, transformation, life, death, rebirth, transformation, reformation, restoration. Restoring everything. It's a yes card. It's number 3. Number 1 What's the Ace of Pentacles? Number one. Number one. What's that? Oh, it looks like number 11 again. Illuminating the path of righteousness. For everybody to join on. Never too late to change, but it's mainly for good men and good women. Wow. 3 card, eh? Excellent communication and creativity. Someone who is generally optimistic. Things to make you go, Abundance, nurturing. Ace of Pentacles was also so double amplified with abundance. Fertility, feminine. Good parenting, development, accomplishment. Growth, evolution and action. And what's the Empress? He's communicating with us and letting us know what to do. Capable of making big things happen. And it's all happening now. Synchronicities, I see it out there every day. Everything's starting to line up. Because everyone's going with the flow. Go with the flow. And then we have the death card. And the devil is here to claim all those evil contracts that these evil ones have signed with him eons ago. No escaping the devil. If you've signed your life away to the devil, you're not going to escape him. No siree. Shouldn't have done it in the first place. He's a bloody idiots for doing that in the first place. You weren't looking at the bigger picture. And as I say, you're in here for the long haul. My rebirth has been 180 times to get this far. How many times do you think it's going to be yours, PM? You're not even going to be coming back here because you sold yourself to him. You're a silly little man. You're not even a man. You're just a stark raving, idiot to do that. And anyone out there that has done that and sold their soul to the devil for fame or wealth, whatever, is a bloody idiot. Because he is here now to claim you guys for doing that. And there's no escaping him. And death. Till death do we part. Yeah, dust to dust, ashes to ashes. Death, water, Scorpio. See a lot of things, see a lot of evil things and hidden evil things that I bring to light for you guys. 13 reduces to 4. The 4. Number 4 is about control and organisation. Okay, number 4 is about control and organisation. Death, endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, end of cycle. And we're in number 1 cycle now. Okay? Death, life, death, rebirth, transformation, restoration, reformation, the greatest mass awakening, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable. Awake. It's the hardest thing to do for me is to awake all you guys and girls, well, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, awake and arise. Abracadabra. Because we are here for a reason, purpose, mission, function, and we focus on what we must do. And that is why my circular profile all ends the same. Doesn't matter what astrology path you take, whether it's African, Egyptian, Incas, the Mayan, the Western, the Eastern, astrology's it's all very, very powerful energies that I am here and blueprinted with my authenticity self to help, assist and lead you guys and support you. Okay? And I doubt if it's ever going to happen again. Not on this planet, but as I say, God and the universe works in mysterious ways. I've arrived and I've materialised, so who says I can't? Yeah, well, what I said before, who knows? God's plan, God's glory, God's kingdom. And I'm going to bid you all farewell in the now and present, which is X-ray, Alpha, Tango. And it was also a great chat today. Very, very great chat. I hope you've learned a lot. We're through the Mastery Teacher of Master number 33. And Alpha, Delta, Tango, X-ray, sorry, correct that one, X-ray, Delta, Tango. And all the veterans out there, God bless, blessings and blessings to one and all, not only the veterans, but blessings for one and all. And thank you for your service to the veterans out there. And I know we're getting, we're basically getting peed on at the moment. They're not looking after us at all, are they? No. And as I said, I just said, notice the DVA card, whether you're white or whatever, if you've got that PTSD, they're only allowing $5,000 for that now. So when you get up to $5,000, we got to fork out from our own pockets if you're seeing any of those professionals that try and help you. So most of you are strong because you've served. You've served. We're all strong because we served. And now we're serving again. We've never stopped serving Australians in Australia because we are the most righteous here in Australia, serving one's country. We've just got to wake up the rest of the masses. It's a difficult job and it comes with great responsibility. And you've got to snap out of what you're doing now and snap into the golden truth of reality. A big golden truth reality check. And then this evilness will be checkmate. And we get rid of them. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. Beaming, casting, and transmitting, and also receiving 4-T, the sanctuary, pursuit, golden truth. Stay safe. Take care. Blessings to one and all. And bye for now.